leg fielder for 4 runs.
That's a brilliant shot there from Charles Amini. Flexible, agile. It was a slot ball. He could have powered it down the ground, but instead he flipped it over the fine leg fielder in the circle. Excellent start to the over with a boundary. 70 for 1. PNG, Charles Amini looking good. Short ball down the leg side. Had a dip at it. And I really love this body language from Ben Chikongo. Every time he completes his ball, he's absolutely sprinting back to his mark, giving those inches that every team requires to get that victory. Keeping that over rate in mind, that's very important. Inside edge and bowled him. Ben Chikongo has done the trick for Merv Erasmus. Charles Amini has to return to the dugout.
Yes, a vital wicket there at a very important juncture in the game. They were cruising at 8 runs and over, and now they've got a wicket here. Well-built partnership between these two has fallen. Quicker delivery, no foot movement. A little late, a millisecond, and the inside edge crashing into the stumps.
Desperately unlucky there, Charles Amini. He was batting really well, 25 of 20. 2 boundaries and a 6 to his name. And now it's Sese Bao coming in at number 4. Played really well in the previous game against Scotland. He needs to click once again if they are to get close to that target of 175.
Yes, that's right. They've clawed back into the game, Namibia. They were desperately looking for a wicket. They've got one now. And from here on, they will try to put pressure, restrict PNG from scoring freely.
New batter coming in is, of course, Sese Bao. That strike rate not doing justice to his hitting ability. He was batting really well in the previous game. But he needs to play a different role now. Just play second fiddle to Tony Ura. And good on you, young man, Ben Chikongo, getting a wicket for his country. The captain Merv Erasmus having a word with his young charge. He's been patiently waiting for his opportunity, and when it has arrived, he has come good. The current run rate is very good, matching what is required. Tucked away off the pads, nicely done by Sese Bao, and he will get off the mark.
Yes, that's good cricket overall. Good delivery to start off, and then equally well played by Bao. 8.3 overs, 72 for 2.
Please guys, जो भी नए आते रहते हैं मेंबर, प्लीज लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब जरूर करें। गाइस हमको आपकी लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब की बहुत जरूरत है। प्लीज गाइस जो भी नए आते जा रहा है, लाइक और सब्सक्राइब ठोक के करें। महाकाल की और लाइव का मजा उठाते रहे और ऐसी लाइव वीडियो लाते रहेंगे आपसे। प्लीज गाइस और शेयर जितना कर सकते हो कर दो, ठोक के एकदम।
Yes, he's played a fantastic innings. I think he will take a dip against Ben Chikongo. It'll be risky because this lad has some speed and can hoop the ball around a bit. Straight back to the bowler, flicked his hands off the stumps, a ricochet, but they will scurry through for a single. Good call there by Sese Bao.
Yes, good game awareness. It was Sese Bao on the non-striking end. So the first thing that he did as soon as it hit the hands was get back in the crease. And then when he realized that the ball has ricocheted off the stumps, that's when he went off for that run. So good cricket, good game awareness from Bao. Short delivery being pulled away towards the square leg fielder. Just a single.
So Sese Bao looking quite steady at the crease. Left hand, right hand combination would always keep the bowlers sharp. 42 of 28. Asadwala, the captain, could not get going today, but Tony Ura said, no worries mate, I'll take over, do the heavy lifting. And he's kept his side in the game. Well, his delivery carved away to that cover sweeper. They're pushing for 2. Sesebao has yet. Chance for a run out. But they've made it in time. Good running. 9 overs gone. PNG are 76 for 2.
Win better than the rest with 100% bonus on first deposit. Play against other players and not the house. Best odds in the market. This means better winnings assured. This game involves an element of financial risk and may be addictive. Please play responsibly and at your own risk. Win better than the rest with 100% bonus on first deposit. Play against other players and not the house. Best odds in the market. This means better winnings assured. This game involves an element of financial risk and may be addictive. Please play responsibly and at your own risk. Win better than the rest with 100% bonus on first deposit. Play against other players and not the house. Best odds in the market. This means better winnings assured. This game involves an element of financial risk and may be addictive. Please play responsibly and at your own risk.
New layer shot. Black noir. Musky red.
100 in the last 10. You'd back yourself to get that score, Shoaib.
Oh yes, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. The required run rate right now is 9. Current run rate 8.44. So they're almost there. 1 or 2 good overs for Papua New Guinea. And that required run rate will come down to 7 or 8. Depending on how good those 2 overs are. But yes, that is definitely a possibility.
Allow your France to continue. Nicely driven. Past the cover fielder who gets a hand to it. So these are the kind of bowlers that PNG will need to take a chance on. It's going to be hard to hit JJ Smith and David Wisa at 10 to 12 RPO. So they need to capitalize on the 5th and 6th bowlers of Namibia. But Hilauya France has been relatively steady. 98 required of 65. Very, very achievable. They've kept wickets in hand. Once again, an off break tucked away towards square leg. They're pushing for 2. But they will stick to 1. Good fielding on the boundary. Excellent pick up and throw.
Yes, this is good cricket. They are keeping themselves busy, Papua New Guinea. Making sure those singles and doubles keep flowing, and that target is always within reach when you do that. Meanwhile, another flighted delivery played up in the air. Catch it is the call. Will just fall short of Smith at the mid-wicket region.
Indeed, just curved away from him. That ball was hittable if he could find the gap at deep square, but JJ Smith moving around very, very smartly. 45 of 30, just a hit away from a well-deserved 50 for Tony Ura. And this game feels like it's going right down to the wire. A nail-biter to conclude the Dafa News Summer T20 Bash 2021. That PNG dugout looks a bit pensive, looks a bit nervous. Bottom half of the bat just trickled into the mid-wicket region for a single.
Yes, we've noticed that it's always very difficult to score off spinners when they're bowling at the right length. Not too full, not too short. That good length area is very important, especially for the spinners in this game. Because then it becomes a little more difficult to score runs when the ball is just ticking a little bit. Not coming too fast. No! Another good ball there. Had that ball hit the pads, that was crashing into the stumps.
Indeed, didn't play straight. Flicked it towards mid-wicket. His bat came down very, very late there. Sesebao. He's not picking Hilauya France. That's the main issue. He thought it could have been one of those off breaks.
तो गाइस जो भी नए आते जा रहे हैं प्लीज लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब जरूर कीजिए. हम आईपीएल की भी लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग करेंगे और आपको दिखाएंगे. तो गाइस जल्दी जल्दी अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर जरूर करें माय स्ट्रीम. प्लीज गाइस फटाफट अगर जिसको भी लाइव आईपीएल की लाइव स्ट्रीम देखने फटाफट गाइस लाइक करो सब्सक्राइब करो. अब आप आगे आनंद उठाइए मैच का.
Going to be a quick drinks break here. At the same stage, Namibia were really struggling. 70 for 4. Charles Amini had just dismissed David Wiesa with that peach of a googly. Excellent catch by Kipling Doriga behind the stumps as well. So they're definitely in the game here, Shoaib. Not over by any means.
Absolutely. That stat there on the mat says it all. After 10 overs, Namibia was 70 for 4, but they still managed to get to that score. So definitely Papua New Guinea will feel that they have a strong chance of winning this game and creating an upset, because in a way, Namibia looked as the stronger side out of the two, given the fact that they played really well against UAE, and then they also beat Scotland. So Papua New Guinea can get some bragging rights if they win today.
New bowler introduced into the attack. Nicely worked away to the point region for a single. And we noticed in the PNG bowling innings, as the ball got softer, it became easier to hit through the line. Craig Williams and JJ Smith in particular had a fantastic partnership lower down the order. Sese Bao and Tony Ura need to replicate that innings, replicate that partnership if their side is to get close to an imposing target. Late afternoon settling in at the ICC Academy in Dubai. Wonderful conditions for some top level cricket. David Lingen into the attack. Looks to be a steady left arm seamer. Cracked away this time towards extra cover. Long off will have to work hard here. They're going to push for two. And they'll manage it quite nicely. Good shot there by Tony Ura.
Yes, it was played in the gap. And once it clears the fielder who's inside the circle, there is a big gap between the long off fielder and the sweeper cover. And these grounds are not small by any means. So you have gaps that you can make full use of. And that is exactly what these two players have done. Played it in the gap and got runs for that shot. Meanwhile, extra cover is in the picture again. Tony gets his 50 and in great style. He is absolutely a dangerous gun player, and he has proved that yet again for Papua New Guinea. A strike rate of 145. He is made for this format of cricket.
Well, that ball was absolutely smoked. Short and wide from Michael Van Lingen. And Tony Ura, that's his favorite region to strike the ball over extra. Absolutely blasted that for four. Brilliant innings. And he set the stage for a photo finish here. Bottom edge this time. Short third man in the circle. So the best thing to do after hitting the boundary, get off strike. And Tony Ura has done exactly that.
Oh yes, nothing more embarrassing for a bowler than getting that 4 or a 6 and then getting that single. But meanwhile, these are the shots that he's played so far. Tony Ura played a lot of the shots straight down the ground and in the extra cover region. 53 of 35 for him. He's the one who's kept them in the hunt of chasing this decent total of 165.
Yes, he loves to plant that front foot down and smash the ball down the ground over extra cover. A bit of fortune there, that top edge over the keeper. But other than that, he's looked in complete control. 90 for 2. Michael Van Lingen being introduced into the attack, already gone for 9 runs. So PNG are making a fist of this game for sure. Namibia looking a bit pensive right now. Slower delivery, work towards long on. That's an excellent over for PNG. 10 runs off it, 91 for 2 after 11.
Win better than the rest with 100% bonus on first deposit. Play against other players and not the house. Best odds in the market. This means better winnings assured. This game involves an element of financial risk and may be addictive. Please play responsibly and at your own risk. Win better than the rest with 100% bonus on first deposit. Play against other players and not the house. Best odds in the market. This means better winnings assured. This game involves an element of financial risk and may be addictive. Please play responsibly and at your own risk. Win better than the rest with 100% bonus on first deposit. Play against other players and not the house. Best odds in the market. This means better winnings assured. This game involves an element of financial risk and may be addictive. Please play responsibly and at your own risk.
New layer shot. Black noir. Musky red.
Running between the wickets, as you can see, not facing a lot of dot balls. Allow France to continue. That required rate of 9.3 is very manageable at their current rate. Would only require a couple of big overs. As long as you have wickets in hand, definitely possible of doing that. Down the ground this time, Tony Ura has sent this out of the ICC Academy all the way for 6.
Well, like I said, it's gone into the other oval. That's how clean Tony Ura hits, when he middles it, it just keeps on going and going and going. That's exactly what's happened here. It was in the slot, asking to be hit. And that is a big 6. On the television sets, it doesn't look big, but trust me, we are watching this live and these are really humongous 6s coming in from the bat of Tony Ura. Required rate now coming down drastically to 8.83.
This guy is an absolute beast. What a shot that was. My goodness. Down the ground once again towards long on. Back-to-back 6s. Tony Ura knows only one number, and it is SIX. Half a dozen.
Well, 100 up for Papua New Guinea with that 6. Tony Ura, if it's in the slot, it's going to go on the other plot.
My goodness, he's making a rapper out of my co-commentator, Eminem. Watch out for DJ Shoaib. Current run rate above 9 now. Tony Ura, ballistic hitting against Hilauya, France. And immediately the captain has gone over to have a chat with his bowler. Stop bowling it in the slot. This guy is going to punish you.
Yes, that's right. These brilliant pictures are coming in thanks to some great camera work from our cameramen. Hard workers, absolutely. Expensive looking figures for Hilauya, France. 2.2 overs, 26 runs given. He could have played that again. It was in the slot. But because Tony had already got 2 already in the over, he decided against it.
The PNG dugout now cheering every run. They believe they have victory within their reach. Thanks to that man on screen, Tony Ura. Look at that, clean as a whistle. Absolute steepler, went over the floodlights and bounced into the next cricket oval. Oh,
right.
Inside edge, Say Bao, has he got him? Yes, he has. Hilauya, France produces a wicket for Namibia.
That's right, Hilau gets his first. 104 for 2 now. And Bao, in fact, that is the 3rd wicket. And Bao is the last victim. So some relief there for Hilauya, France. He was expensive, but finally he's got a wicket to his name.
13 runs already off the over, but getting that prized wicket, breaking the partnership. Round the wicket, another off break, but this time it went on with the arm inside edge, and that's a brilliant take by Zayn Green behind
right.
the stumps.
Yes, it's not easy, these catches. They're all about reflexes. And that was a good catch taken. Papua New Guinea now lose their 3rd wicket. And it is Hilauya, France, who gets his first. 104 for 3 now after 11.4 overs.
Having a mini conference there, getting some fluids in. A new batter has joined Tony Ura, who has definitely become the player to dismiss for the Blue Eagles of Namibia. But he's striking the ball absolutely beautifully. I think there's not going to be any more spin bowl to him after this. They'll have to switch to the seamers. They have David Wisa, JJ Smith, Michael Van Lingen as well. New batter coming in is Vanua. He was also batting really well in the previous innings. Hit some lusty blows. Norman Vanua has a T20I 50 to his name. And look at that career strike rate, 153.6. So they've sent him out there to propel that run rate. A cameo of about 15 of 8, 18 of 10 would do very nicely here, Shoaib.
Yes, that's right. Now the momentum has to continue for Papua New Guinea. They've got a few runs on the board in that previous over. This over, look at that, 13 runs already. Yes, he's got a wicket. Well, on the pads, but going down leg, no, says Asif Iqbal.
Brilliant appeal from Hilau, very dramatic, Shakespearean. And Norman Vanua, he's played 24 games and he has 24 sixes. So he likes to deal in maximums. Nicely punched past the cover fielder. They're going to push for 2 and get it very easily. Good shot there from Norman. Timed it very nicely.
Yes, it was right off the meat of the bat, middle. He middled it really well, Norman. And will get 2, as you rightly said. 12 overs gone. Papua New Guinea are 106 for 3.
69 runs required in 8 overs by my calculation. Hope my arithmetic is correct. That's very manageable, Shoaib. You should be winning that game in this position. Norman Vanua out there 2 of 2. But Tony Ura 67 of 39. Charles Amini did a good job there, 25 of 20. They still have Jason Keela to come. Kipling Doriga, the wicketkeeper batter as well. Chad Soper can tonk the ball too. Definitely within their reach, PNG. They could be in for an upset victory.
Oh, yes, there is definitely a chance here, no doubt about that. And if you have Tony Ura for a few more overs, he is absolutely going to nail the game for Papua New Guinea the way he's playing.
Well, let me attempt a pun of my own here. If it's Tony Ura for a couple of overs, then it's going to be game over. Sorry, I apologize to all our viewers. The dad jokes are coming in thick and fast. And coming in thick and fast for Namibia will be JJ Smith. Good bowling change.
That's right, JJ Smith. Papua New Guinea needs 69 of 48. On the pads, going down leg. So around the wicket for the right-handers. That's a clear plan that JJ Smith has been executing over the few games.
Yes, they know Tony is going to thrash the ball over extra cover down the ground, so they're trying to jam him up. Definitely makes sense, but JJ is not as quick as some of the other bowlers, so if he bowls it in the slot, Tony Ura is going to cash in big time.
Nicely played on the back foot. Will just be a single. Flat throw comes in. Good job there in the deep. Now what Norman has to do is just give the strike back to Tony Ura. Required run rate is 8.87, which is not that high. One boundary and over is what it needs to get that required run rate. As of now, Norman's mission, if you choose to accept, is to score singles and give the strike back to Tony Ura.